So there's a certain frame of mind that you see conquerors like Elon Musk, David Goggins, and Arnold Schwarzenegger have. It's what enables them to conquer their goals in life day in and day out. And sadly, most people, they actually have the opposite frame of mind, and that keeps them being zapped of all their energy and vitality, suffering from uncontrollable procrastination that crushes their self-confidence. And ultimately, it lands them in this place where they feel worthless. And if you find yourself having these awe-inspiring visions of a successful career that just overwhelms you with joy and fulfillment, yet that grand vision just remains a figment of your imagination, as you find yourself hitting the snooze button 2 or 3 times before you going on autopilot mode, just hoping to numb the feelings of underachievement. Yet deep down, you can feel that desire to accomplish more in every bone of your body. Then it's likely because you have this limiting frame of mind too. But let me explain. These high performers or conquerors, it's just that they've acquired the mind of a conqueror. And they have 3 key factors that the average person doesn't. The first is that they take 100% responsibility for their life. If something goes wrong and they don't hit their goals, they say it's because of their fault. While most people, they blame external factors for their failure. But when you start blaming others for not hitting your goals, you're admitting that that goal, it's out of your control. You're essentially admitting that you're powerless and that your destiny is up to luck or others rather than yourself. While these conquerors are saying that they're in control and they just need to make one small tweak or a few tweaks in order to hit their goals. And a perfect example of this is, or a perfect example that you might find relevant, is working out. You see, when this whole Corona lockdown came, most people told themselves, oh, I can't work out because the gyms have been closed. So of course I can't get the body that I feel comfortable in. What you're really doing is blaming the fault for you not getting the physique that you truly desire on external factors of the gyms being closed, blaming it on the government or gyms. But conquerors will do at-home workouts, or they'll order some form of equipment to help them work out. So the next time you want to blame external factors for not hitting your goals, I want you to ask yourself, how is not taking 100% responsibility helping you improve your life? Is it helping you hit your goals? Or is it keeping you stuck in mediocrity? And if you don't take 100% responsibility right now, how is your life going to look in 3 years from now? And even more importantly, how are you going to feel about yourself in 3 years if your life is still stuck exactly how it is right now? Probably a lot worse. So don't let that happen. Start taking responsibility for where your life is and notice the power that you'll feel from it. Now, the second key factor of a conqueror mindset is the ability to look at the positive over the negative. You see, every event in your life, whether or not you see it, has a positive and a negative to it. For example, about 2 years ago, my best friend died. And before that, the prior 6 months, I hadn't talked to him much. Now, obviously, I was devastated and in total pain. But I chose to view this as a lesson that I need to reach out to my friends more. And again, his death was tragic and sad, but it helped me cherish all my other friendships and relationships. I chose to view the positive of how good our friendship was, and to start having that in my other relationships as well. And even till this day, I don't take others for granted because of him passing away. But most people, they choose to look at the negative, and this really hurts them in a few ways. The first is when you have negative thoughts, your mood, it dampens, and you become sad on a regular basis, and that's no surprise, because your thoughts have a direct correlation on your mood. And if you've never noticed that, pause this video. Now I want you to think back to a time that you excelled in life, like when you kissed your crush or won a sports game. And you'll quickly find that your mood, it elevates. Now, the second thing that happens when you have this negative outlook on life is it destroys your social life. And that's no surprise. I mean, no one likes to be around people that are always negative. I mean, if you saw someone super happy and having a great time, and you saw another person that was negative and they're saying, screw this world, which one do you want to go hang out with? Obviously the happy person, right? Then lastly, when you continue to have this negative outlook on life, you tend to stop pursuing your ambitions because you don't truly believe in yourself that you can hit them. Now, let's get into the third key factor that these conquerors have mentally. And it's essentially disproving all their limiting beliefs. While most people let these limiting beliefs haunt their minds, plague their minds. Now you might be wondering, well, what is a limiting belief? And it is essentially a belief that doesn't serve you towards living a better life. For you, it might be, maybe I'm not good enough to get a girl like that. Or I can't get that job or that promotion. Or why even try? I know I'm gonna fail. In any case, how is holding on to that belief improving the quality of your life? It's not. Now what conquerors do is they tackle these limiting beliefs head on and disprove them. In fact, David Goggins says whenever he gets a thought that he can do something, he instantly goes and does it. He's shattering that limitation in his life and proving to himself that he's capable beyond belief. And this is exactly why, or this is what's enabled him to break world records, like doing the most pull-ups in a day, or to run 100-mile races. And another example of this is when I first started putting out content. I used to think, who am I to be telling others what to do? I'm not good enough. So whenever I would get one of those thoughts popping up in my head, I would think back to a time where one of my students would message me and tell me how much I've impacted their life and how I've helped them become more happy and confident. Essentially, I was disproving that limiting belief that I don't have what it takes to help others. And over time, this instilled a sense of self-belief and confidence in me. In fact, it's why I'm here in front of you in this exact moment.